Hi Libra, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Libra. The message could be for you. Feel free to take it however it resonates with you in your situation. Keep in mind, these are general and timeless readings. Everything that you need to access is down below in the description box. My website link, Instagram handle, all that good stuff is all located down below. Oh shiz. Wow. And never give your power away over to these readings, okay? You're in full control over your own life, your choices, and your decisions, so always keep that in mind. And thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all the ways you've been here in support of the channel. Let's dive in. You could be moving through a process right now, Libra. I don't know. All of you guys obviously are in different situations, but you have the thread as the first out, which means that you know how when you go through something really hard and then there's always, like in this part, it's like really hard, right? And sometimes you want to give up, or sometimes you're just like, but there's always this curiosity of what would be on the other side of the process. Some of you guys, this is like a dark night of the soul, or you were like grieving or just going through whatever it was. You could just still be like holding on because you know that at a certain point, things are going to go right for you. You're going to be out of this process and it will be better. And so you could be holding on to that. Maybe you're holding on to just pure hope, or there's certain things that you're doing right now that are like pulling you out of a process. Some of you guys, it could be something here about this empty room, which I'm definitely going to dive into a lot more. On the side here, I wanted to talk a little bit about this shapeshifter in your environment. Okay, there's this person is really confused. Like you could they're trying to solve something right now. Whoever this means to you, we have a shapeshifter and it's in this position, which is like maybe this person like shifts personas a little bit, I don't know. And for a bit you could have been, there's this riddle here. They're either trying to solve something about you or something about a situation that you've been dealing with. Okay, we have the Three of Cups reverse, and then we have the Three of Wands. We have the Moon up top here. And then, wow, the Two and the Three of Cups are both reverse. So it looks like to me this is a person that in the past you've separated from. You could have, if you guys had mutual connections, if you were like with a person, it also looks like you're not willing to deal with some of those people because you might know that they're still associated or connected to this person that you're disconnecting from. So it could be just like you're even just like separating yourself from a whole, like because of the connections, you know what I mean? Like even if you were friends with people in the environment. But I do want to say that it's possible that this person that you might not be around right now, that they're like communicating with some people right now. Maybe these were people that used to be your friends. I'm not totally sure, but yeah, there's the Three of Wands in the upright. So I guess the way that someone is viewing you, oh wow, this is so appropriate. Okay, so there's a person that could view you as a couple of different things. First, that you're highly sensitive, which I don't know if that's putting in the negative connotation where this person is trying to like discount certain things because that toxic things that had been done, and they're just like writing it off and discounting it, that you're sensitive, and it's not the case. But I also feel like there's a person that you're dealing with that feels like you're highly intuitive. Okay, whoever this is. We have the Six of Pentacles reverse. We have the Fool card in the reverse. And, oh wow, the King of Cups. What? The Judgment, the Emperor. The Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands reverse. Wow. Okay. It looks like to me you could have a pretty strong emotional tie to a person. This King of Cups in the upright could be a person that is, I want to say, a masculine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go along with this. So there could be some realizations that are coming up right now about a particular person that you dealt with, this King of Cups. I feel like at one time, like, okay, there's this acknowledgement that you could be processing, and since we're in retrograde season, you could be thinking back to a particular process that you were in. Maybe you even feel like there's some similarities because you could have been like linking situations, or, you know, sometimes you do that as you're processing what you're currently going through. Sometimes you try to look for patterns or what you'd been through previously or how you came out of processes in the past, right? So I feel like what's going on in a very interesting way is the moon feels like there's a lot of emotional sensitivities. And there's a person that came into your life. This was a very significant person. You could have like dealt with this person and it didn't come together fully. Some of you guys, this is either someone that you dated, or it was like, oh, I almost want to say that these are friendships. I don't know if this was like a friends with benefits situation, but it never ended up turning into anything for you, like for whatever reasons. Maybe it was a person that was just coming to show you a particular lesson, but it's like this thread energy. It was like that process could be something that you're looking back to, and you could be now realizing that at one time maybe you were questioning a person, or like it's like the moon can be mirroring someone else's process. And this was a healthy masculine that you dealt with. I am going to say that. You could have stopped giving energetically to this person with the Six of Pentacles reverse. Like, at least that's their view of you. There was a lot of good energy between the two of you. Like, seriously. And so this, you could be recognizing a lot. Three of Wands is like the things that are coming forward towards you. This could be law of attraction wise. And so you could be realizing like this masculine that's in your environment, or like some kind of situation, they are not going, I don't know what this means to you, but this particular person, they're feeling either that they're blocked to go to the brand new, or they're not going to. They could even straight up be like denying this. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty powerful because it looks like you could want a new beginning or a new chapter. You could know that possibly it's coming, but you could have been dealing with some kind of water sign energy. There could be this lack of reciprocity that you dealt with this particular person, or maybe this person tried to stay friends, or like it didn't go in that direction. Like you could have blocked the friendship, or you didn't want to stay friends. I'm not totally sure why. Like what the reasoning was. But judgment is this awakening that could be taking place. It could be about some situations that are tied to one another. There could be all this stuff because you have the riddle card under here, which could have been like maybe something was blocked in your life for a while and you were kind of like, what? Like, what do I need to learn? What's going on? And the judgment could be this like whole realization or revelation. It's awakening. It's happening right now. You could be observing things with the moon card, either more intuitive stuff, but it's a lot of emotional sensitivities. And I feel like what's going on is like more that you're mirroring someone else's process. You could have been really connected to this person, or they were very emotional about you, Libra. Like, and I feel like it was positive. This person could have really expressed or shared their emotions with you. And I feel like wow, this thread is kind of like, this was during a dark time in your life. Maybe even for a bit, because the moon is a little bit like, elusive. It can be illusions, trying to see beyond them and trying to see people like correctly, you know? And I'm almost picking up on something where there was a person that you dealt with, but because you were going through something really challenging, like let's say that you dealt with some kind of toxic relationship or abusive, and then when you came out of it, you were still kind of in a brain fog, or like maybe there were things that you dealt with on an emotional and physical level that were kind of fogging your vision. So sometimes like it can like flip situations around where healthy people can come in and you're not sure if they're healthy or not, or you're thinking it's the same as something toxic you just got out of. And then sometimes something toxic can come into your experience and you think it's like really good or amazing because it feels familiar or comfortable to how you were mistreated in the past. Like, being human is so freaking crazy like that. But these are deep ingrained patterns with the moon. Seriously. And so, it could be something about this King of Cups energy and them coming into your life, and there's like all this realization that's happening right now with the Judgment card, because you could have been in some kind of situation, if this was involving money, where you weren't getting your worth, or you were being this is what it was, you were being treated incorrectly. But you were also, it's either that in this environment, like maybe a work environment or something, because you do have the Emperor, and these can be like hierarchical structures or corporations or things like that, whatever the system was. It's like, maybe it was outside of the environment, or something about it was like weighing on you, or like I said, you were going through something really challenging. Maybe you were going through a breakup or some kind of significant thing. So your emotions could have been really heightened, or even your sensitivities with the moon card, because I keep seeing that. Like someone thinks that you're highly sensitive. And so, but it was like your sensitivities were just picking up on so much of, maybe this was other people in the environment, or people that you had dealt with. Maybe you didn't have the proper boundaries. maybe you just didn't have access to that knowledge or whatever. And so I think that the exchange started to become uneven, and you could have felt like all of a sudden things shifted. Someone else could have come into the environment, and for a bit you could have been realizing like maybe you had put a lot of yourself into this and you didn't, and you feel like something is being taken from you. And but it's like the way it's going to transpire, it's almost like if you were this Three of Cups, maybe you could have felt like someone tried to put someone else in your position and get credit for what you had done. But I think there's a lot more to it. And second of all, if you were dealing with another feminine and some kind of masculines thought that you were just like overexerting yourself and you needed to be kind of like removed from the situation so you could go through some kind of significantly emotional experience, then like, oh, what was I gonna say? It's almost like that if it was a female that was being put in your place, it wasn't about them being better or anything like that. It had nothing to do that. It was just like what you were going through. And it wasn't anything to say anything about you. And if you were dealing with a friend, like a person, let's say a female, they left the environment with the Judgment in the upright. They went off on some kind of new ambition or a purpose. And they went out of the environment because they could have felt like some things were maybe unfairly done to you. You might not even totally realize that someone is on your side more, like they're on your side more than you might realize. But interesting, these masculine energies. Like there's this whole realization that's coming together right now about some people that you had dealt with. You could be, maybe you're shifting environments with the Six of Swords. Because there could be a stalemate that's going on between you and some other people. But you weren't being paid what you deserved, or like you could have been figuring out, you were like giving way too much of yourself, and it could have caused some issues here, maybe in the connections or just something that was going on with your health or your emotions. See what I was talking to you about feeling worthy? It's like your feelings of worth could have come up around tied to the situation, and then you have Wisdom. Wow, that inheritance card. It's like you're meant to have more money, or maybe there's an inheritance meant for you, but you could be trying to like all this wisdom is coming in right now about how you should navigate or handle this whole situation. Maybe there's some revelations that will come in as you're going through a wake up. Anyway, let me dive into the extended and see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, see it over there. But Libra, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best. See you in the next reading. Take care.